Hello everyone, so today we're going to read Razkid, Level P. Dimitri the Greek. You must be Brady. Surprised, Brady stopped and looked around the cafe. Over here, young man, the voice continued. Are you Dimitri? Brady asked. Yes, he answered. Dimitri's head was completely bald and tanned by the years of the sun. His eyes were bright and welcoming. Even though the man was sitting down, Larry could tell he was tall. Brady was on vacation with his parents in Greece. They had arranged for him to meet Dimitri, an old family friend, while they went to Athens National Museum. So, do you know my dad? Brady asked. Yes, and I'm happy to answer any questions you have about Greece. Well, I don't know many questions, Brady answered with a shrug of his shoulders. All this Asian history and learning about the other countries is kind of boring. Boring? Dimitri boomed. This is one of the most exciting cities in the world. We'll see about that, said Brady, not really interested. Wandering around the Acropolis, Dimitri and Brady left the cafe. The pair walked towards the steep-sided hill called the Acropolis, which is Greece's most famous landmark. What are you doing here? Brady protested. Instead of answering, Dimitri led Brady towards the stone tower off to the left. It was a two-story high marble tower with 8 sides. At the top of each 8 flat sides was a carved figure. Brady, tell me what you see, Dimitri said, pointing to the tower. I guess I see a tower, Brady answered. That's obvious, Dimitri smiled. Look closer and tell me what you see. Brady shaded his eyes in focus. He noticed several small metal rods rusted with age. They poked out from the flat sides of the tower at odd angles. Each rod rose out from the one carved figures. Dimitri, why those rods for? Brady asked. This landmark is called the Towers of the Winds. Brady looked more closely at the carvings. You see the straight lines cut into the carved figures? Yes, Brady answered. Do you know what a sundial is? Dimitri asked. Yeah, Brady answered. It tells time by the shadow. Try? Why? Well, just trick. Of course. Yes, the tower does indeed tell time. There's also a calendar, Dimitri said. As I don't understand, Brady said. He's quite brilliant, really, Dimitri continued. The sun changed position, but a shadow cast by the rod. The lines inform citizens the Athens the exact time of day. They'll reveal the exact time of the year. That's kind of cool, Brady answered. Speaking of time, we better get moving. We have much to see, this Dimitri. Discovering the theater. Dimitri and Brady soon rejoined the crowd walking around the Acropolis. Suddenly Brady gasped, Wow, what's that? Rushing up towards the Acropolis stood row after row of stone benches. The benches brightly reflect the midday sun. Brady, do you like movies? Yes, of course. Brady answered. A lot of ideas of drama and comedy begin here in the Greek theater. Brady tried to figure the stone figure filled with people. The actor must have struggled to have their lines heard by those seated in the very top rows. Dimitri, Brady asked, did they have microphones back then? Brady, it was 400 BC. Dimitri laughed. There were no microphones. Then how could people watching from the top rows hear the actors on stage? It was all based on mathematics, teacher explained. The theater was divided into 3 equal sections. There was a lower, middle, upper section. There was a lower, middle, and upper section. Each section of the theater was tilted at a slightly higher angle than the level below it. This created a bowl that trapped the sound from the stage. No matter where you sat, the sound was the same. I can't believe things like this got been built so long ago, said Brady. Well, my friend, just wait. We still have the Acropolis to visit, Dimitri said. Climbing to the top. Dimitri, I don't know what big deal it is, Brady said. Well, we've walked all this way to see the Acropolis, but it all looks like a bunch of broken rocks. Brady, my young friend, be patient. Dimitri said, you need to pay more attention to little details of life. Wow, vegetable snack. This is an important lesson for you to learn. Sure enough, after reaching the top, Brady's jaw dropped open the sight before him. On the highest point of the Acropolis still stood a stone temple with massive columns of marbles. It was as big as the modern football stadium, and it was decorated with carved figures. The entire building seemed to glow in the late afternoon light. Brady's thoughts spun as he pictured the temple being built by ancient people. So, was it worth the climb? Dimitri asked playfully. Yes, it's awesome, Brady said. As the sun began to set, Brady thought about everything he'd seen. You're right, Dimitri. I need to pay more attention to the details of life. I will have missed many of these sights I've been by myself. Thank you for opening my eyes. You don't need to thank me, my friend, Dimitri answered. He put a hand on Brady's shoulders and joined him in the admiring sunset. Feeling light, Brady thought to himself that he would leave Grace a different person than he was when he arrived. That's the end. Bye. See you next time.